Ladies and gentlemen, Zion Williamson, we have received word. This man is out there in practice and training camp right now, just going ballistic, ladies and gentlemen. Head coach Willie Green has confirmed that Zion Williamson is dominating, Pelicans practice right now. Training camp is wonderful. Zion looks very elusive. He's moving like a guard. I could definitely see Point Zion returning, because this man is in unbelievable shape. We've documented the situation, y'all. This man is in tip-top shape, the best shape he's been in his entire career, the best team he has played on in his entire career. All of the excuses of previous years are over. David Griffin has put a competent team around Zion Williamson. Hell, I'll say a competitor, a true, competitor out there. I think they should be able to compete with any team in the league the way the talent is constructed. The Pelicans is going to be a force, y'all. Zion Williamson, the locomotive, man, the monster, the beast. This man, we all know he averaged 27 points per game, shot 61% from the field, put up 7 rebounds. I could easily see this. Let me tell you something right now. Zion Williamson going to be in the MVP discussion. Let me break news right here for you. And Willie Green is going to be in the Coach of the Year discussion. I mean, don't be surprised if the Pelicans win a couple awards out here and Griffin mess around and win Executive of the Year. As crazy as this sounds, this man going to go from almost getting fired to winning Executive of the Year. I think this is going to be crazy. This guy David Griffin on paper, of course you got to play the games, but on paper, David Griffin is clearly, going to be one of the front runners for Executive of the Year. It's going to be hard pressed to find an executive that has made the moves that this man has made in the time that he has made it. Time has been ticking for the New Orleans Pelicans, and this man, he's got the job done. So we just got to really just pay homage to him, and the New Orleans Pelicans franchise, because they truly gave the city of New Orleans, something to celebrate. I would love to be a Pelicans fan, to living in the city of New Orleans and able to go to one of those games, because it's going to be like Showtime. It's going to be like Rucker Park. It's going to be something crazy. At times, it's going to be like And One. It's going to be unbelievable. You got some electrifying scorers, all this in New Orleans. I believe that building is going to be sold out to max capacity. I think, of course, the Saints are, we all know the situation with Gail Benson and the New Orleans Saints, but, it's something to be said right now about the New Orleans Pelicans. As crazy as that sounds, a lot of people, are already, talking about, what I really want to say is, if you see the attendance, of previous years and seen the attendance of the Pelicans in the postseason, and especially towards the tail end of the regular season, you clearly seen that the city of New Orleans came out to celebrate this basketball team. I'm expecting this stuff to continue. I'm expecting that everybody to, the city to come back out again, to celebrate this team, man, because it truly deserves celebration. They deserve everybody to come out there in droves and fill up that arena, to max capacity. Because I'm telling you, how many people would love to have a Zion? How many people would love to have a Brandon Ingram? I told the people, y'all, Willie Green was the best thing that has happened, to this organization. They finally have got, obviously Griffin is still going to be the voice, and he ain't going to play the back burner. He ain't going to be like, other executives, right now, Griffin is to the point where he deserves to speak. Before it might have been smart for him to just sit in the back, and just chart Willie Green out there, and let him speak for the organization. But right now, Griffin, he's able to speak. I didn't document this. I believe that it is time to put some respect on David Griffin's name. I know that people don't like what had happened. Just as an executive, we could get to the personal shit, as is. I would just put respect on him in a basketball context as an executive. I still feel like if Lonzo Ball was healthy, he was definitely, the guard for this basketball team. It was a bad luck of the draw. You can't predict injuries, but a healthy Lonzo Ball, if he was there, I think would have paid dividends for this basketball team. You know, but like I said, I don't want to diverge too much. I want to keep it on Zion. I don't know if y'all noticed, Zion is seen running also in practice. This dude Zion got the speed back. You know, I said that earlier, but I just want to repeat. This dude Zion is in tip-top shape, y'all. You know, I think the NBA should be very afraid. You know, I think anybody that is guarding him should be very afraid. You know, if he wasn't, no matter if you undersized, oversized, you know, I feel sorry for you. You know, because I know Zion ain't taking no prisoners. He's not going to be somebody that just jumps out the gate and, you know, just does something crazy, is that, if it makes any sense. You know, I really like this basketball team, y'all. I think this team could easily leapfrog itself, you know, from the 10th slot. Actually, well, it was finished 8th, excuse me. I could easily see this team being a top 3 to 5 seed in the West. I just, it's hard pressed for me. If somebody's going to do it, I don't know if it's going to be Minnesota, it's going to be New Orleans, Memphis, Dallas. One of those teams is going to get up there, and I hope it's the New Orleans Pelicans, because when you line it all up, it's going to be hard pressed to say that any of those teams as a collective body, I'm not talking player for player, and we could argue that too. You know, I'm just saying it's going to be hard pressed to find a team that got a body of work, you know, and a full roster like the Pelicans. I think the Portland Trail Blazers is a threat to the Pelicans. You know, even though, one might argue that, you know, the Pelicans got a better team. Some people might say, hey, the Blazers do. You know, at the end of the day, they got Damian Lillard. You know, I think I like the Pelicans supporting cast. Obviously, Brandon Ingram is 30 times better than Anthony Simons. I don't even think Anthony Simons is on Brandon Ingram's level, you know, at nothing. You know, with all due respect to Anthony, we love him. But I'm just saying, I think the Pelicans got a lot rolling in their favor, you know, because, you know, okay, you concerned about Zion, this guy, Brandon Ingram, could kill you. You get caught up, and you're going to have to double Ingram on the catch. You cannot let Ingram pay. I'm just telling you, you got to double Zion. You have to double Ingram. And I'm telling you, CJ could kill you. You know, so it's almost going to be like pick your poison. You know, and a lot of teams ain't going to have it like that. And all three of them dudes are cerebral. Don't let the smiling from CJ fool you. That dude is an animal. Zion Williamson is a beast. And Brandon Ingram is just heartless. You know, he just out there to just destroy the defender's heart. And so the defender could know you ain't fucking with Brandon Ingram. That's basically what Brandon Ingram is trying to do. He's communicating that to his defender. You know, he wants you to know you ain't fucking with me. You can't, it's nothing you could do. You know, and Brandon Ingram, I'm telling you, that dude is one of my favorite players. You know, very Carmelo Anthony-like, in my opinion. You know, when this dude is operating, this dude gives me chills. I'm going to keep it 100. The last player to do something like that was Carmelo Anthony, when he's operating in the post. You know, especially, you know, mid-range. You know, it's unbelievable. But I'm going to leave it at that. Zion Williamson is in practice at the start of training camp, dominating. And it's been confirmed by head coach, you know, Willie Green. It's Flight Sports TV. Make sure y'all pull up tonight. We going live. Shout out my Pelicans fans. Season rolling around in no time.